I got Dawson here today. Dawson, how you doing?
I'm good, Reagan. How are you?
Fantastic. I was excited to talk to you. I'm glad that we were able to connect. Um, you do some great woodwork, man. I'm really impressed. Do you do everything out of your garage? Is that all from the garage?
No, I'm actually renting a shop right now. I used to work out of my dad's shop. He had a shop at his place, and I used to work out of there. It was probably a 36 by 40 shop. I worked out of the back corner in there, and he let me use that for a while. And then, as of lately, I just actually, it was last year I moved into a shop on my own. So
Good deal, good deal. Because you do great stuff, man. I love what you got there.
yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, there was one table. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, wow, that's so impressive. You dialed all the wood together. Then you did the ends.
She was
I was
everywhere.
rather
She's even
impressed
in
with
the
the
building. It's the whole area.
45s.
It's like,
I know it's a lot of work, man.
well,
Yeah,
listening on
there's
Midnight's
a lot
already.
that goes into it, and
So real.
it's not your
You should
typical
post yours and tag Taylor Nation.
store bought furniture. And it's custom made. Everything's one off stuff, and there's a lot of work that goes into that stuff. So
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just curious, what got you started doing the woodworking?
yeah, I took some metal and woods classes in high school. Um, by my junior year, I started doing like a welding class, and I kind of got the interest in that class, and I was like, I kind of want to do this for maybe a career, and I was looking into doing like maybe taking a welding class for college and stuff like that, and seeing what my options were, and my senior year I actually did some woodworking classes in high school, and I actually built a coffee table, and my second semester I built a pool table, and my shop teacher was kind of skeptical at first, but he actually let me let me build one, which I'm super thankful for, and thankful for the opportunity to have a good high school to go to that has a shop class like that, because not very many high schools have shop classes anymore these days. But no, that's kind of where it all kicked off, and then I was looking to college. Um, there's no degree in custom furniture, so I kind of went with the closest thing to that, which was a welding class in high school for my welding certificate. So I went to do that while I was on the rodeo team at my college, because I also did rodeo. I rode bulls for uh, probably 10, 11 years. Um, I started when I was 9 years old, and then I just recently retired doing that. So
Okay,
now I'm
rodeo.
doing,
That's a whole nother thing. How did you get into that?
yep, now I'm doing custom furniture full time. So
I hear rodeo doesn't pay much, but it seems like a pretty thrilling job.
yeah, yep. No, it was fun while it lasted. I did it. I started in uh, elementary school and did youth rodeos and all that stuff, and then did junior high rodeo, high school rodeo, and then some amateur rodeos. So it paid decent, but um, my body was not holding up so well. So
Yeah, yeah, I can't imagine, man. Getting thrown off a horse or any of that other stuff is crazy. Sounds like a lot
yeah,
of fun, though, man.
yeah.
Um, how many clamps do you own, man? I was looking at you squishing this whole table together. I think I counted eight, maybe 10 clamps. I think it was eight, and they're all like 4 feet or longer.
Yeah, I own probably, I don't know, there's probably 20 total.
A
Yeah,
small fortune in just
you need a
clamps.
lot of clips.
Yeah, 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 absolutely.
Can
Uh,
never have too many. So
so, what got you started in posting videos? What made you come up with that idea?
I started on Instagram. I just uh, I started on Instagram and Facebook. I knew there's a market out there for you know there's people on Instagram and Facebook that see my work and it's kind of how I started getting sales. I'd post my stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and people would see it and they'd message me and say, "Hey, I want this," and then that's how I'd get some of my business to start out with, and then the videos part of it. I just kind of like making videos of my stuff, and people seem to like it. And it's not really like contributing to a whole lot to sales necessarily, but it's just something I like to do, and it's a way to customers and other people that they can see my work and kind of what the process is like in some of the projects that I do. So
Yeah, I'm certain the moment they say, "Oh, you have an Instagram," they go look at it that day.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
I
guarantee
also
it.
post all my projects, all the finished work on there, so that way they can see and look through all my projects and kind of see what they want. So
Yeah, no, I was caught up in it for a couple minutes there. I was like, man, this is great. He picked good
yeah,
songs. He's got a good video. It's fast. It's straight to the point.
yeah. No, I recently started TikTok. Um, Not real familiar with TikTok, but we just started that, and I started probably almost 2 weeks ago, and I posted one video, and it's already has 340,000 views on it,
That's crazy. That's awesome, man.
and I got 2,000 followers in a week and a half. So
Yeah, Dawson. I think that's where I met you was on TikTok.
yeah,
It has to have been.
so
There's no way I was scrolling through Instagram and found you. The odds of
no,
that would have been like
TikTok
one
is
in a
great.
million. So where did you come up with the logo for Eagle's Edge?
So actually, my wife Zoe, she came up with the logo. She designed it and actually came up with the name too, Eagle Edge Custom Furniture. Um, Before that name, it was just my initials and just Woodwork. DCH Woodworks is what my old name was, and I was never really happy with that name. And I was always wanting to think of a new one, and she said she had a dream that my business name was that, and she had the vision of the logo, and she designed it, and that's how that came to be. And it's pretty cool that way. So
Yeah, I like to see how things evolve like that. You don't see how it's going to play out, whether it be the logo or whatever it is. And you just keep on going as you go and fix things as you don't like them. And to have your wife
yeah,
have a vision like that, that's wild, man. That's really cool.
yeah. And actually, my uh, Eagle Edge is actually based on a Bible verse. Um, Isaiah 40:31 says, "Those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will rise up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not grow weary. They shall walk and not faint." Um, just talking about trusting in the Lord and um, rising up with wings like eagles, Eagle Edge. It just ties in there really well. Our faith is pretty important to us, and we wouldn't be where we're at without God. So we're really blessed to be where we're at right now.
Absolutely, you're a blessed man. Um, yeah, that's amazing. That's great. I didn't see that coming. I had no idea it was going to be Isaiah. Uh,
Yeah. Yep.
um, what are you doing right now? I saw that you were cutting up, staining some cutting boards. You must have
Yeah.
made like 20 or 30 of them. Is that just like extra wood from a project?
So I actually bought a bunch of live edge slabs recently to make those cutting boards you saw on my page. Those weren't ordered yet. I'm just making those to sell for Christmas gifts or whatever it may be. Those have done pretty well so far. I've sold half of those, but right now I'm working full time. Um, as I mentioned before, I worked out of my dad's shop, and I worked for my dad uh, full time. And then I did my woodworking thing on the side for about 5 years, and then this last April I was able to move into full time with woodworking, and as I mentioned before, I rent my own shop now. I'm just trying to build clientele and get my name out there, and build my brand a little bit, and kind of grow my business.
Yeah, Dawson, that's great, and it takes a lot of faith to be able to do that full time because every month you're looking for more work and.
Yep, it was a leap of faith this last year, but God has provided for us for sure, and we wouldn't be where we're at without Him. I felt led earlier this spring to move on to full time, and luckily I had a bunch of orders booked up so I could make that jump, and my wife had a good job, steady job, and I thought it was a really good time to do that, and it was, and it's turned out great. So.
All right, Dawson, would you mind telling me your story to faith? How did you become a Christian?
Yeah, I grew up in church my whole life. All I've known was church, and it's just been last few years. It's like growing up, I didn't really take it really seriously, and I should have, but like the last few years, I really just took it to a whole new level, and it's just something that I've always wanted to have in my life, is to be, have a relationship with God, and and having Him involved in my business is very important to me, because without Him in my business, it's just something that I don't want to leave Him out of, just because He's just a big part of my life, and without Him in it, it's just not worth doing. And making sure we go to church every week, and tithing is a big part. I gotta say, like, we used to not tithe, and then this last year we started tithing and giving to the church, and percentage of our income, and it's just amazing how much He's like given back to us because of our tithing. It's just been such a rewarding process, and it's just amazing what He can do for us. So
That's awesome. I appreciate you telling me that. So, what does your dad do? Well, he's got a shop at his house. What did you guys do together?
Yep, he has a fencing company and a sod business. So he has a commercial and residential fencing company. So when I worked for him, I helped out with the fencing side of things, and he also has cows and horses and stuff, so I helped with that as well. I also own cows with him and my brother. We have 90 head right now that we calve out every year, and he does that full time, and then we do snow removal in the winters. We work for Creighton University. They have a bunch of parking lots, and whenever it snows, we go push the snow there. And I'm still doing the snow removal, just not the fencing stuff, because I'm doing the woodworking full time. So.
Yeah, I lived in Connecticut for years, and snow sucks.
Yeah, I've learned to hate it. I used to love snow, but now I just don't like it because you gotta go push it.
Oh, then it freezes, and it gets more difficult.
Yeah.
And if it snows like 3 feet, you got to go out there a couple times. Otherwise, it's going to be too much.
Yeah.
Then it melts. 3 feet of snow is 3 feet of mud. Yeah, I'm outside of San Antonio now, and I'm very thankful.
Yeah, I'm sure. I've been wanting to move south for a while now, because I just can't do winter anymore. Plus, I like to golf, so I can't golf in the winter.
Yeah, we golf all year around here.
Yeah. I'm jealous. So.
How long have you been golfing?
I started when I was pretty young. My grandparents took me golfing every once in a while when I was really young. And my senior year of college, I started doing it kind of seriously. I played high school golf my senior year, and then uh, just kind of doing it every now and then since then. But this last year, I've been going quite a bit, and I just love doing it. It's a good hobby to do and get your mind off things. So
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite hobbies.
Good deal.
Do you golf?
A little bit. I'll be honest with you. My favorite part is just cracking balls at like a driving range.
Yeah.
A bucket of balls,
Yeah.
a bucket of beer, and I'm good, man. I'm good for like 20, 30 minutes,
There you go.
maybe an hour. But so what do you think about the cows, man? I heard someone complaining that they're causing too much carbon dioxide or something like that.
It's all a bunch of bull crap.
That's what I was thinking too. It makes no sense. For millions of years, thousands of years, whatever it is, you got cows and buffalo all over the place, and now they're a problem.
Yeah, it's a bunch of nonsense is what it is. They're just trying to get their climate change stuff pushed, and I don't buy it at all. So
Yeah, I don't buy it
it's
either.
cows. They're meant to be here. It's part of life. And
Well, it kind of frustrates me a little bit because I eat like 90% protein.
yeah,
That's like 90% of my diet.
yeah,
So,
you can't get rid of them. So
uh,
yeah, I've never understood that part of things. So
well, eggs have gone up what fivefold from like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago.
yeah,
When I started a major diet, I think they were 75 cents a carton. Now they're like 350, 375. So that's got to be 4 or 5 times. Yeah, they do that to steaks. I'm gonna flip out, man. Or they do that to chicken. I'm gonna lose my mind.
yeah.
Can
Yeah,
you imagine?
we've been blessed enough to, raise our own beef, and it's been great growing up on home raised beef. And
Yeah, I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous because that's not no factory beef either. That's not 10,000 head on a small piece of land. That's
yeah,
you're grazing those, free grazing them, aren't you?
yeah. Each one is taken care of and taken care of really well. So
That's awesome.
just take pride in it, and
Yeah.
it's been good for us.
So I was gonna say, how much can you get a head?
So, depends. Like if we're selling it for beef, probably probably a little over 1,000. If we're selling them just to the market, the guys who take them off to big feedlots, they can go for close to 1,000, just a little under 1,000 a piece. So
All right, because I remember it was a long time ago. I was talking to a Canadian dude, and he was telling me his milk cows were worth way more than that. They were like 3 or 4 grand. I thought he said.
oh yeah, yeah.
Is the milk cows worth more?
I'm talking about calves, but the cows, they're worth a little more because they can
Okay.
reproduce and stuff. So
Okay.
cows
Yeah.
are probably 1,500 to 2,000 to
Okay.
get good heifers.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's wild, man. That's animals. I love it. Yeah, I love me a good steak. I can't tell you. I don't know where you're from, but here in Texas, we have like 7 or 8 different types of deer. And there's this one deer that's Axis that tastes absolutely delicious, and we can shoot it all year round without any tags.
really,
Yeah, man. I think they imported them from India or something like that, like 100 years ago.
wow.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm in Papillion, Nebraska.
Nebraska, you're in the middle of nowhere, man.
Yeah. No, just on the east side of Nebraska, just south of Omaha. Home of the College World Series, of course.
Yeah, it's so cool. I don't think I've ever been that deep into the Midwest in my life, and it looks like an awesome place. Yeah, when I was a kid, what was that movie? Footloose or whatever. Wasn't that in the Midwest, like Nebraska, Kansas,
Yeah, I'm not sure on that.
something like that? But anyways, I'll be honest with you. I've noticed it's actually better to live in a rural area. There's something to be said about being in a small town and everybody's good at what they do, or kind of has to be. You know, in San Antonio, I think, what is there, 2 or 3 million people? Not sure how many people are in San Antonio. But to be the number one mechanic in San Antonio is pretty hard.
Right.
You know? But in your town, to be the best mechanic is probably not that bad. So everybody's kind of like a number one at what they do. And there's a sense of pride of being the best in town, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a rare thing to do. Say again?
Yeah, there's pros and cons to it, you know. With San Antonio being bigger, you know, you can get, there's a lot more customer base, but also
more competition.
It's a little more saturated. So
Yeah. Think about it. How many guys are making tables like you are right now in a 40-mile radius of where you are?
Yeah, not very many.
Yeah, so you got no competition, so that's great. You're number one.
Yeah, not number one, but I know a few other guys that they do a pretty good job, so I can't deny that. But,
Fair enough. I enjoyed your work, and I appreciate you talking to me, man. So what are you doing right now? What is your where's your heart at? What you doing? What's God driving you to do, leading you to do?
Yeah, just keep pushing. Keep making custom furniture for right now. I want to grow my clientele up a little bit. Just kind of grow what I can do in a month. So that's why what I base my business off of is, you know, just monthly goals to how much revenue I can raise and just kind of base my goals off of that.
Okay.
I want to earn a certain amount of money per month on average, usually, and just so I can support my family and you know, make a good living out of this, because, you know, we're here to make money. We're not here to do this for fun, you know.
Oh, of course.
And well, it is fun too, but it's good to enjoy your work. But
have you come up with any more ideas like the cutting board where you can make the same thing over and over again to order? So if I ordered, say, like 6 Alpine chairs, you could have a pre-made setup for 6 Alpine chairs to get pumped out real quick. Or picnic tables. I know in the springtime you can sell a lot of picnic tables. Have you come up with any like product like that you can have a template and just mass produce when someone asks for it?
yeah, I've thought about it. I've kind of dabbled in that a little bit. Like with those cutting boards, I can make those pretty easily.
Yeah, they're small. You can ship them. Yeah, it's great.
But like a lot of my stuff is just made to order. I don't do a whole lot of making products and then trying to sell them. I haven't done really well at doing that. But for certain products, I would definitely try it. It's good to like test it out every now and then, see how it does, and then, you know, reevaluate. But a lot of my stuff I've been keeping busy with made to order stuff where people just reach out to me and say, hey, I want this, or I want this table or pool table, and then I just say, I give them a bid, and then we move forward with that. But yeah, I don't do a whole lot of pre-made stuff, but if the right product came, I would definitely try and do it, test it out, just to see how it does. So.
The pool table, that's come up a couple times. How the heck did you make a pool table? That seems like a very difficult thing to do just at a wood shop.
Yeah, pool tables are very intimidating to build. I love playing pool. That's why I kind of got into making them. My senior year, I built one in high school.
Yeah, I'm flabbergasted you were able to do that in high school.
Yeah. So how I was able to do that is I asked my dad, I was like, hey, can you help me buy the materials for a pool table? He said, yes, under one condition. You have to show me that you have plans written up and just a plan to execute this, you know, so I don't like just throw it together and slap some wood together and call it good. He wanted it to be excellent, and so I did that. I drew up some plans. I got some help from YouTube actually. So it's amazing what you can learn from YouTube.
And the bravery you get from watching someone else do it.
Yeah, yeah. This guy on YouTube, he had the full process of him making his own pool table, and I just kind of took some tips from him and I designed my pool table on this 3D software online, and so I showed my dad, and he's like, "All right, let's do this." And,
That's awesome.
So we went from there, and I built it, and I learned a lot from that process, and it turned out pretty well. Not as good as I wanted it to, but I learned a lot from that, and it's still in my dad's basement today, and we use it every once in a while. But no, the last couple pool tables I've built, I've just keep on learning more and more, and it's just been.
Dawson, how many did you make so far?
I've made 3 so far.
3 of them. Now, you got to have slate, right?
Yeah.
And what's the bumpers made out of? I don't even know. Is it like wood and like a rubber or something?
It's it's rubber.
Okay, because you got to have felt on it, but I know that ain't hardwood on the inside.
Yeah, the rails are made with wood, and then you just glue the bumpers on.
Okay.
On the rail, so.
That's a trip, man. And the table on the inside, underneath the table, has to have a slant to it so everything comes back to the front. Right? It's got to have like a trap to catch all the balls and bring them all to the front.
No, I've just been using pockets.
Just pockets. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, man, that sounds daunting. Otherwise, that would have been insane. Yeah, the pockets actually make sense. It's so much easier to build.
Yeah. So, no, they're fun to build. I also I built one shuffleboard table recently.
Okay.
This summer. And that was pretty fun, too.
All right, so where do you see this going in 18 to 24 months? Do you have any plans, specific ideas?
Yeah, I just want to grow my business to where I'm selling products nationwide.
Nationwide, okay.
I want to be able to ship my products nationwide and grow my clientele base. Just not just locally, but nationwide, obviously.
Yeah.
And then get into commercial clients for conference tables and other custom projects to do with commercial projects. Like, for example, there's a big what do you call it? The college UNL is building a big athletic facility, and I want to see if I can get into that and
nice.
maybe have some of my custom pieces in there.
Yeah.
I have to find out who to reach out to and kind of do my research on that stuff. So, but still want to do residential work just because of the relationships you build there, and working directly with the customer is always nice. But one of my goals is to be one of the biggest names in custom furniture in the U.S. and has the best products and best customer service, and that's really important to me. And at the same time, spreading my love for Jesus and making sure people know that the Lord is in this business, and just kind of getting the name out there. So.
I love your message. I love it. That's great. Have you tried to do anything with like improving those Vera desks, those tables that you put on top of the table that lifts up when you want to move your computer up? I wonder if there's a way to improve that or make that out of wood so it'd be something fancy that no one else has.
Yeah, I've seen those. I haven't thought about it. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think as you're saying school and stuff and.
Yeah, that'd be a really good idea.
Because think about it, women would pay top dollar to have something fancy in their office that they're stuck in all day.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That'd be a really good idea.
Even if it wasn't that, if you had just something small too, anything that can, Because think about it, how many people bought those 6 balls on a string that bounce against each other?
Yeah.
How many people bought that?
Tons of people.
Yeah. It's not complicated. It's not profound. It's just a small little gizmo, but it had such a huge effect. I mean, whoever came up with that idea must have sold 1 million, 10 million of those things.
Yeah. No kidding. That'd be a good idea. Just to find something like that, just to sell.
Well, you got another factor too. Is there's still a ton of people that do all their computer work remotely at the house.
Yes.
So I don't know if there's something you could play off of that. Like if a lot of these girls are laying in bed with their laptop and just need like a small computer board on their lap. I don't know.
Yeah, that is a really good idea, actually.
See, I love brainstorming with people. I love doing that stuff. And my goal is to make you guys successful when I have you at the podcast. I have no vested interest in ruining it. I want to promote you guys as much as I can because it's kind of exciting to see the adventure of you finding the work and fulfilling the job and making someone satisfied. It's really cool, man. And then to draw out of you what got you to start doing it is even cooler.
Yeah, I really appreciate your time and appreciate the opportunity for doing this. It's been great, and for my first time doing it, it's been great. I'm glad we were able to do this.
Oh, of course. I wish we would have done it over Zoom because doing the video is way better. I'm recording myself right now, but I don't know how that's going to play on a video on like YouTube or something. I don't know. I'll try to figure something out. But it'll definitely go on the podcast no matter what. But I'm trying to get into YouTube now. I'm trying to do little shorts and TikTok in the future. So I'm trying to do the video thing. I don't know.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Take some clips from it and then post on TikTok or YouTube or whatever.
Yeah. But we'll see how it plays out. I don't know. This has escalated to more than I was expecting. I really thought this would be a lot easier and I wouldn't have to learn anything, but I'm constantly having to learn new stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's an awesome thing you're doing, and I appreciate the work you're doing, and I wish you the best of luck with all of this. So.
Well, I appreciate it, Dawson. Yeah, I appreciate you, and I hope that I know it'll work out for you, man. Me and my dad did construction for a little while together, and if your whole heart's into it and your family's behind you, it's really hard to not make it work.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you got a good foundation with your parents there, and you still got some side work. That's great. Your wife, you said your wife works full time. Yeah, Dawson, you're gonna be fine, man. That's gonna be, you kill it, man. You gotta find that little niche that's gonna make you a little extra money so you can do the stuff you're passionate about. That custom stuff is so cool, and yeah, man, there's so much more to do. I saw a couple tables there where it was like 2 shelves next to each other in a long spot in the middle. I don't know if it was like it almost looked like an umbrella rack with like a shoe rack to the side of it or something.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous. You did a great job. I liked the way it looked. You picked great stains. Some of your background music was fantastic, so your videos are great. I hope those succeed, man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. So do you have any sons? Are you planning on doing this with your sons when they get older?
I have a baby on the way. She's going to be a little girl.
Ah, congratulations. Okay.
Thank you. But she's our first. If I do have sons, that'd be awesome if they took it over one day. But I wouldn't be upset if they didn't, because I want them to chase their dreams just like I chased mine. It's been great, and it would mean the world to me. But at the same time, I want them to do something.
Oh, yeah. Even if they don't do what you do, doing it with them for a little while is fantastic, man. My favorite time of my life was working with my dad.
Yeah.
If I could go back, I would do that in a heartbeat. If I could have got away with it, I would have never stopped doing it with him.
Yeah. I'm very thankful for the time that I had with my dad.
Yeah.
Our our relationship wasn't the best when we were working together, but
Same with me, man. Same with me. It was
Yeah.
so hard. And there was a small time where not only did we work together, but we lived together.
yeah, yep. So
But I wouldn't trade it for nothing, man, because there's some kind of camaraderie that comes with having to struggle for 15 hours in the sun
oh yeah,
that you can't get in any other circumstance but hard work.
yep.
Maybe
My
war, I
dad
guess.
taught-
Maybe war. I don't know.
My dad taught me hard work, and he helped me get started in all this. And I just want to give a huge shout out to him and how much he's done for me, and he's helped me out quite a bit. So
Yeah, and he supported you 100% in all your endeavors, man. Whether it be this crazy idea of doing a pool table in high school or starting your own business, that's fantastic that he was game for all of it.
yep, I appreciate him to this day. So
Yeah, that's
I think
amazing.
that was
Good deal. All right, man. I've ran out of questions.
alrighty, Reagan. Well, I appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Before you go ahead and plug your TikTok and your Instagram. Let everybody know how they can get in touch with you, whether it be the furniture or your social media.
Yeah, on TikTok, just search Eagle Edge Custom Furniture. My profile should show up. And then same with Instagram and Facebook. You can like my pages. Give me a follow, that'd be great. Yeah, should be it.
All right, Dawson. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Thanks, Reagan. I appreciate you doing this again. This was awesome. I'm glad we got to talk.
Yeah, I am too. All right, hold on one second. I'm going to stop this.
Weather is good, sun is shining, shining. Don't get my vibe.